Hello everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new pony showcase video. Yeah, I haven't done one of these in a while. I had so much other content, but I think I really want to get back into it. If you have never seen any of those on my channel, I just have a very small playlist. I don't remember, maybe 5 videos or something of these videos are meant to show a specific set of G1 My Little Ponies as detailed and as complete as I'm able to show you. So I'm gonna show every single pony in detail, talk about the set, the release, the accessories, etc. So, and today I'm gonna get back into the swing with these 4 super cute teeny tiny ponies. Yeah, that's what they are called. They're the Teeny Tiny Ponies, a set of 4 baby ponies, really with the smallest of smallest pony molds. I mean, not as small as the petite ponies. They are smaller, but from the normal lines of brushable first generation My Little Ponies, those were the smallest. They are from year 9 of the first pony generation, so that means they were released in 1990, 1991, in Europe probably more like 1992, and yeah, they were worldwide release, so they're not Euro exclusive, they are not exclusive to the US or anything like that. And I don't know if they are super beloved or something, but I think as there were not a lot of ponies with these molds in general, so there's only this set and there's one other official set of twin ponies in these super small molds. That's why I think a lot of people really like to customize them and create their own teeny tiny versions of other ponies. So the HQ G1 Custom Pony Project also does molds of these. You can get get them there. They're not specifically looking a lot like ponies. A lot of people, I think, have the opinion that they're super cute, but maybe they look more like cats or something, but you will see in detail. So yeah, I hope you will have fun. We will switch over to the camera just pointing at the ponies, and then we get into detail with these. So here they are in detail, all 4 of them. We've got little Honey Pie, little Tabby, little Giggles, and little Whiskers. So they don't have the name baby in them, as you heard. They are little, little. I don't know why that actually is, because they are also supposed to be baby ponies. And if you've got, one of the normal baby ponies here, this is then baby Cotton Candy, for example, and all of them, also the newborns. Baby Tappy or something. I don't know why they decided to not call them baby Whiskers and etc. It's just, yeah, that's just what they are called. By the way, here we've got a nice size comparison. So kind of normal baby pony size. These are the newborn baby ponies, and these are the teeny tiny baby ponies. Also, I don't know in what category they fall, because as they are smaller than the newborns, how can that actually be? Because what's younger or smaller than a newborn? An unborn? Or I don't know. They are just even smaller than those. Maybe they are dwarfish ponies, or they are just, I don't know. I'm just generally happy they decided to make this super tiny mold of ponies, because this was actually the very first set that used these molds. So they were new molds for these ponies. You can see it. We have always 2 of the same. This is the same pose. And then this is also the same. So this one is the more straight forward, so the head looks in the front direction, while their head is a little bit tilted to one side. Sadly, they did not reuse this mold very often. I already said it in the beginning. They actually just made like one more set of ponies with this pose, like with these poses, and they're not even like worldwide released. They were just a set of, you know, 3 twin ponies released in the US. So there's three like twin sets of these teeny tiny, so teeny tiny twins or tiny twins or whatever they were called. I cannot show them to you. These were, so to speak, the only ones released over here in these teeny tiny molds. They were not always in every country called the Teeny Tiny Ponies. Strangely enough, the UK, so another English-speaking country, decided to call them the Teeny Weeny Ponies. Maybe that's more what you say for something really, really small in the UK. You don't say teeny tiny, you say teeny weeny, I guess. In Germany, they were called the Mini Winnie Ponies. And that totally reminds me of these little sausages, you know, the Mini Winnie sausages, or the Mini Winnie Würstchenkette. I don't know if like this was inspired by them, if the like sausages were even around at that time already. But like, I don't know who copied from who, or if Mini Winnie is actually really a word. I don't use the word Mini Winnie in German. I would say klitzeklein. But yeah, the UK also changed up 2 of their names. So usually, mostly, I mean, in English-speaking countries, the ponies were kind of mostly called the same. But for this set, they also decided to give 2 of these ponies other names. You will see it when we get to every one of these ponies in detail. The stems under the hooves show actually a date of 89 Hasbro and then made in China. And interestingly enough, well, they also show a 1 and a 2. And this is for the 2 different molds. So this mold and this mold. So the straight mold has the 1, and the mold, so the pose that looks a little bit to the side, has a 2. I've never seen that on any other ponies. In general, these ponies, what was their overall feature? Actually, just their body statue, that they are super small, they are teeny tiny, they didn't have any other like speciality, nothing like heat changing or anything like that. And like their symbols show something baby related, and always just in one color. It's more like an outlined symbol you can see here, or so there's always just used one color in the symbol of the pony. Obviously they, as we are still in G1 here, we have the same symbol on both sides. And their releases came obviously with a couple of small accessories, or better to say, if you were in the US, you would only get 1 accessory. You would either get a bear brush or a duck comb. But the European releases, actually, they all came with a duck comb, so no bear brush, but additionally also a ribbon. So European ponies had a ribbon and a accessory. American ponies only had 1 accessory. Also the cards obviously look different. I cannot really show you because I don't own any cards, but I can insert a photo. The American cards looked really like, you know, building blocks at the front, and had a different artwork at the front and also an artwork at the back. While the European cards, their overall look is different during that time span, but they also had a different artwork at the front, and no artwork but a photography of all of the 4 ponies at the back. So yeah, they were released on cards, so they are just normal blister cards, no box release or anything, you know, but with these super small ponies, what else would you think of? So let's start with Baby Honey Pie. Baby Honey Pie has the same name in the American and in the UK release, but in German she was called Baby Honigtörtchen, but that's actually really the epitome of a very good translation, because that's literal. Honigtörtchen, honey pie. She doesn't have anything honey on her symbol, but she has this baby bottle with a little ribbon tied around it and like 3 splashes of probably milk coming out of it. She has a light blue body color and light or like normal typical pony color of light purple hair and curly hair. All of these ponies came with factory curl hair, so I think most of mine still have the factory curl. I think this is original. Looks a little bit, but I decided to keep it because it's still the original hair color. Eye color wise, well, it's a super light, like pink, I think. And oh my goodness, look at these eyes. They really have very special eyes, as in like they have lashes that also go to the front and not just to the back. Oh, look at these faces, they are so adorable. And what accessories did this pony come with? So in the American release, this pony came with a light yellow bear brush. That was it. The European release came with a light yellow duck comb instead and with a ribbon. So, but you can see the color of the accessory didn't change. So it was always the same color in the US or Euro release, and also the ribbon had the same color mainly as the accessory that it came with, American, Euro. My ribbons are not original. I just always get out a couple of ribbons that are like mainly the same color. I have a couple of original pony ribbons, but I never have the matching color or I don't know where they are because sometimes I tie them around ponies in my collection and then I forget where they are. So my ribbons are all just replacements, no real ribbons. Continue with baby Giggles, or as she was called in German, Baby Schmunzelchen. And also with this with this pony, the UK did not have a different name, so Little Giggles it was in all the English-speaking countries. She is I cannot really tell. It's not the same light blue color as this pony. You can see it. It's maybe even more like a light purple, grayish purple blue, very light color body, and has this blue hair. Also typical like curly hair. I think this is like recurled in this case here. Her symbol shows ABC building blocks. Looks like they are hanging from a ribbon. And the color is a very strong magenta. I've heard that there is a variant of this pony with an even stronger, darker symbol, almost more a little bit purplish. But I cannot verify that. And I also only have one pony, so I cannot even tell if this might be even the darkest symbol version. Her eye color is, I would also say light pink, but again, a different pink than what we had here because she had even lighter eyes. Maybe this is supposed to be purple and this is supposed to be pink. All the ponies obviously have blush applied. Didn't say that with the first pony. But yeah, what accessories did this little girlie come with? A duck comb in salmon, a light salmon color, and this goes for both releases. So US releases and Euro releases had this duck comb. The only difference was, on a European card, she would also come with a ribbon in roughly the same color. So Little Giggles, this is the a little bit more to the side looking pose. She is adorable.
One is Little Whiskers, and this is the first one here where we have a different name from the UK. She was called Little Rattles over there, and actually very matching because her symbol shows a baby rattle also tied with a little ribbon, and the German name is Baby Rasselchen, which is the literal translation of rattles, baby rattles, or little rattles, not baby, because they're not called baby. So, Rasselchen. So when the German people translated it, they took the inspiration from the UK and not from the US. So Little Whiskers in the US, Little Rattles in the UK, Rasselchen in Germany. She's white, and as you can see, her symbol is a very nice blue, and her hair is light pink, very matching to my background today, and it is the infamous fading pink. So yeah, you will find ponies that have completely white hair of this pony. Not that often, to be quite honest. Yes, the ones that still have pretty nice pink hair, like this one, sometimes they go for a little bit more money online than the ones that have white hair, but most often this pony still has pink hair. I've seen it very often with very nice pink hair. Her eyes are a very light purple, I guess, a light blue, but it's more like a purple. Obviously, she also got blush, as all the others, and she is in the straight pose, so not the one with the band head. She came with this light aqua or light blue minty bear brush in the US. On the UK or in general Euro cards, she was released with a duck comb in the same color, and as we had it with all the other ponies, the ribbon also matched that color. So Euro release versus US release. Little Tabby. She was called, in the US, she was called Little Tabby, and UK name was Little Lullaby. And again, the German translation is taken from that, so from the UK name. So Baby Schlummerlied is her name in German. Interestingly enough, sometimes they have the name Baby in German, but I don't know. Schlummerlied, but Little Lullaby, Little Tabby in English. She's the pink pony of the bunch. Her hair color is this like turquoise, teal. In real life, always a little bit more greenish than on camera. It looks a little bit more blue. Her symbol is this purple teddy bear with a hat and a little flower, and also the teddy bear has something around the neck like a ribbon, so they all have kind of a little bit like a ribbon symbol in there, although I mean the teddy bear could also just wear a scarf. And one color, the symbol is always just one color with outlines. Her eye color is this time very matchy to her hair color, so turquoise, green bluish, and with her you can see that the airbrush of the cheeks is not always perfect. Here this is probably more the place where it's supposed to be. Here someone applied it very high under the eye, so that's always fun. No pony will be the same. And she was released with a duck comb in this like mid to light purple color. There are lighter ones, that's why I say mid, but it's kind of the lightest. It's very light purple. Yeah, and this was her accessory in the US, but also in Europe, so there was no difference. She has a different name from UK and Europe to the US card, but the accessory is the same. In Europe, she obviously additionally came with a light purple ribbon. So again, not a real ribbon that I have here. And yeah, let's tie the ribbon and then have a look at all ponies together again. As always, I want to also show you the ponies a little bit in, print media and advertisements. So at first, before we get to the magazines, let's have a look at this little pamphlet. This was something that was laying in the pony, like when you got one on card behind the pony. And this one's from, I think, 1990. It is European because it says something with UK on here, Hasbro UK. And it shows the official, there it is, the official photography of those 4 ponies. So this was the exact photo that you would also see on the cards, on the back cards of the pony in Europe. Interestingly enough, the ponies are called Teeny Tiny Ponies, which actually was not, as I said, the name in the UK. Teeny Weeny Ponies, that's what was printed on the card. But within these pamphlets, not everything is according to their official release. In this case, it's the name. They changed the name. Other than that, the ponies look very accurate to what they were released at. The colors of the picture can be a little bit different, but in general, they have the correct poses, they have the correct hair colors, symbols, and accessories. The accessory colors look a little different, but it's not as like crazy as with some of the other sets, like for example, let's take the Cookery ponies here. This pony was not released like this. This pony was not a Pegasus who had a completely different pose, for example. Or here, the Holiday pony, so Good Weather, was also completely released in a different pose. I guess with these ponies, with the Teeny Tinies, they were pretty sure that they would be released in this pose because this was a brand new mold, a brand new pose. So that was the special feature of them. So they were already shown pretty accurate to their release. In the second issue, so the February issue of 1992, they were officially introduced in the German magazine, the German My Little Pony magazine. So here we have let's take the camera a little bit higher so you can better see. Here we have the Who Lives in Ponyland. This is always the page when they introduced 4 of the new ponies at that time. And here we've got them. So there you can see the German names, and they are called Baby in this case. So not little or just Schmunzelchen, Rasselchen. They had the baby addition to it. Very adorable photography here. And it shows them, like it shows a little backstory. And then we always have an introduction of each pony, which is the exact text that was also printed on the back card, which is also the exact, like just translation of what I could see, especially of the UK cards, but probably the US cards had a very similar text, or the same text. I mean, it's just in German. It introduces the ponies, tells a little bit of story about them, and yeah, this was the first issue that I found where these ponies were shown. It was in 1992, so that shows me at least that in Germany or Europe, they, although, you know, their hoofs say 1989, means release date 1990 till 1991, and then to Europe they probably just came in 1992, or at least to Germany. Maybe they were already out, but not in the magazine. Would also be in possibility, but yeah. We always got everything late, and we still do with new toy releases. Has nothing changed. There is another magazine I want to show you, the next issue actually. You could win them. So March of 1992. Where is it? No, different ponies. There it is. Here. There was a prize competition that you could either win one of the baby ballerina ponies, or, and here we also say the name Mini Winnie ponies, and you had to just try to make a word out of this, put the letters in the correct order, and then you get the word Frühling, which means spring, and you could send it in, and then you could win one of these ponies. So again, we have the same official photography for those ponies. You saw it, these also often have, comics in them. And honestly, I could only find them in one issue. Here we are already a year later, 1993, and they are at the cover. So these magazines, these are German magazines, but as far as I know, the artwork and the comics were made in the UK. And but no, there were no US releases. But here, I think it's even the cover story. There they are Baby Whiskers and Baby Honey Pie here in the comic, together with some of the Baby Brother Playtime Baby Brother ponies. And yeah, here's another one. We've got Baby Tabby as well. But just 3 of them. Other than that, I did not see any other. Maybe I've also overlooked a couple of them, but I have from these later issues, so from 1990, 1991, 1992, 1993, I have every issue of these magazines. And it seems they were not really used all that often. Maybe it's also because their color schemes and their symbols are not very distinct, so it's pretty difficult also to draw them. So they often used ponies that were maybe more recognizable than those. It's just a guess. In my collection, they are actually displayed within my baby pony shelf, which is dedicated to baby ponies and mommy and baby and family combinations. And it's within the Lullaby Nursery at the highest level there. You can see them. They are the only ponies that really fit up there. I mean, the baby pony Lullaby Nursery here is filled mostly with, you know, the newborn twins and some other babies. But the highest level up there that I created is dedicated to the teeny tinies. Don't they look adorable? I love them so much. And I cannot display them with their accessories. So all my combs and brushes are, you know, in there.
So, there we have it. I showed you everything that I could. I told you everything I could about these little teeny tiny, teeny weeny, mini winnie ponies. And yeah, my favorite of these is probably Little Whiskers, just because, I don't know, the color combination, white and then the super light pink hair, and that it's not faded. And I like the straight pose more than, like, you know, this one where the ponies look a little bit to the side. So Little Whiskers is probably my favorite from the set. If you are interested in them, want to have them, they are not really expensive, I think. You shouldn't pay high prices for them. I just recently had a look, like in research for this video, on eBay, what the sold listings for these ponies are. And they range from under 10 euro to a little bit over 20 euro, depending on condition and also depending on if the accessories are included. If like the combo brush is included, then it can get to, like, I don't know, maybe a little bit over 20 euro, but usually you can get them for maybe 15. I think that would be the average price for one of those. Not more, definitely not more. I think better less, but yeah, it also depends on how, like, I honestly don't even think that there are a lot of them out there that are in bad condition, because mainly the hair is still good. They are not prone to discoloring or getting pony cancer or anything like that. So that also shouldn't be like a big issue. So good luck pony hunting if you don't have them or don't have all of them. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed me getting back into the swing of pony showcase videos. I want to make more. I have a couple of pony sets on my list already. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you real soon, and may the ponies be with you. Bye!